Hello! This video is part of a series where I read over old issues of my comic Hellgate and give some commentary. Hellgate started in 2003 when I was 15 and ran till 2009. You can read it for free at jaegercomics.com. This footage was captured from my streams over at twitch.tv/Jaeger_comics. Okay, so this is Hellgate Battle 23, Niel's Decision, Let's End This, from 2007. Last time on Hellgate Battle 22, Disobedience. Turns out the Demon King and the Demon Prince don't quite see eye to eye. The Demon Prince disobeys the Demon King and goes out to kill Niel. After a supercharged battle, the Demon King shows up, grabs the Demon Prince, and leaves. When Niel and the others return to the house, they find Courtney awake. Courtney? Huh? Oh, everyone's looking all shocked. You're back. Aww. Schmack! Oh. What's gotten into you? Keep your hands to yourself. Sorry. Very strange. Meanwhile, back in the demon castle. Maybe you will learn not to disobey me if you stay here a while. And we see the Demon Prince all chained up. Back at the summer home. Amber, tend to Niel's wounds. Courtney, how about a haircut? Okay. Amber sees the one wound Niel got from that fight. Did you get a boo-boo? Just give me the damn Band-Aid. Yo. Demonic. I'm so out of energy I can't even fly. Thank you. Thanks to you, Courtney's alive. Sure. Anytime. So how about I catch you up on things? Back at the Demon Castle. We see the Demon King sleeping with the gem. And then ping! Oh. Something's changed. It's warped. This changes everything. Back at the summer home. Why is it that whenever I look at that cat, my cheek hurts? Back to Niel and Demonic. Sounds like you kept busy. You might be strong enough to end it. What? Do you remember the gem? Yeah, it came out of the Hellgate. The Demon King took it from me and used it to combine with other demons. And if its power is combined with the sword, every demon will be instantly slain. Why didn't you tell me this before? You weren't strong enough. You would have ran off and gotten yourself killed. Even now, you can't beat the Demon King. But you might be able to hold your own long enough to steal the gem. Okay, then. I will go, and I will end this once and for all. I'm going, Jesse. Stay here and protect the girls. If a demon shows up, you won't be able to slay it, but you should be able to hold your own. The demon castle went south. If I hurry, I should be able to catch it. Off he runs. Snip. Courtney, I have a question. Yes? What's the last thing you remember? I remember Demonic going missing, and then flashbacks. The kiss. Is that why Niel hugged me? He should know. I told him how you feel. Jessica, how could you? He feels the same for you. He does? Wow, Oh, and I went and slapped him like that. I gotta go talk to him. Where is he? He's gone. You're transformed. Where is he? He went to go fight the Demon King. Demonic said that if he gets the gem back, he can use it to slay every demon at once. Niel. I'm back at the demon castle. See a little flame and poof. Large. Niel op uxjum al zubham. The sun's going down. Courtney. Niel, don't die. To be continued. Demonic explains the God Slash. Hey there, Demonic here. When Niel learned the Energy Dragon, I was nice enough to explain it. But when Niel learned the God Slash, I was busy. So now I'm back to explain. The God Slash is performed by sheathing the Jaeger sword and then collecting demonic energy inside of it. Then Niel unsheaths the sword with a slash, releasing the collected demonic energy in one powerful wave. Ta-ta for now. Oh god, that's hard to read. Next time on Hellgate, Battle 24, Come Back Safe, Courtney's Heart. Showdown, Niel versus the Demon King. The gem is warped. What does that mean for Niel? Does the Demon King have a plan to get rid of God? Okay, so yeah, I like this cover. I like the concept. I mean, the execution leaves something to be desired, but I like this idea of for the best you can do with freaking Microsoft Paint, you know, like her kind of blending into the scenery and the sun setting, and Niel Naruto running. Back when I thought of it as any Naruto running, but whatever. I'm not going to beat that dead horse again. I don't always like the characterization I have for Courtney in Hellgate. It's a little bland. It's just kind of it just comes off as her character is girl. Her characterization is more defined these days. She has more of a hard streak to her in terms of her personality, which is how I prefer her. And I kind of always meant it that way. I just, you know, I just didn't. I wasn't as good as a writer back then, so this it's weird to me. Like, there's so many scenes like this where Courtney just looks like this, like, you know, this pouty faced, you know, generic girl character, when that's not how I see her, and that's definitely not how she's portrayed now. Anyway, moving on. I feel like there's like a weird jump in quality. Like, these ain't half bad drawings of like Niel and Courtney, and I feel like the Courtney at the end of the last issue looked kind of rough compared to this. But yep, he goes in for the hug. Something I always notice, I forgot his glasses in this. Whoopsie. And yeah, she gives him a smack because she does not, as we've learned in this issue, she does not remember everything. She does remember the kiss. She's kind of, she hasn't fully like come back into it, right? And so all she knows is like Niel suddenly being very touchy, which is not where their relationship was. So that's why she's like, what the hell, get off me. So yeah, and then we got our kind of our update on what happened to the Demon Prince. He's currently being chained up to keep him from disobeying again. I don't like this. Like, dude, use a fucking ruler. That ... looks always stands out. But I just find it funny, like that intense fight, and all he got was a little like scratch on his tit. And yeah, so the gem warping, I'm not going to give away what that means yet because that'd be a spoiler, but we were warned about that a couple issues ago when we learned about when the gem was made, is that if it stayed in contact with demons for too long, i.e. a few thousand years, which it has, it would warp, and not like physically warp, um, energies wise. And we'll see what that means next issue. But the Demon King can sense it, and he's pretty excited by it. Why is it that whenever I look at that cat, my cheek hurts? That's a throwback to the fact that randomly at the beginning of one issue, a few issues ago, this is Gabby, and she just scratched Courtney's cheek. a lot of talking head syndrome in this issue, a lot of close-ups. Not a fan of that, but you know, I've complained about that enough. It's this one down here. That's a nice little intense look at Niel. It's not half bad. And yeah, Jesse transforms because while he would not be able to slay a demon if it attacked, he'd be much better at defending himself in his samurai form. Because remember, we haven't seen much of this because I really underutilized it in Hellgate. But the idea is that Jesse can be transformed into this fighting partner for Niel, who's equal in skill to Niel. He doesn't have demon slaying abilities, but you know, he would be able to be more of use than normal Jesse in a fight. And then Jessica kind of catches Courtney up on things like, hey, you know, you kissed him, and turns out he likes you too, you dorks. And this is the first time we see this, that the Demon King, the Demon King can it can spy on Niel with this flame cube, and I believe what it says here is good. Niel is already on his way. So, probably one of the last times we see the demon language audibly used. This issue's a little on the short side. I probably could have combined this issue and the next issue, but it felt like it was. I didn't plan things out as much back then. You know, now I do all these thumbnails, and so I know how long the issue is going to be before I even start it. At this point, I think I had started making scripts to get the dialogue down, because I realized that, you know, thinking of the dialogue for each page was slowing me down in the production process. Because really, Hellgate, the way it started when I made it, I just sat down and just started drawing pages, and that early on led to me like forgetting to explain certain things, and I had to like pick up the pieces later. Around this time, you know, I had started taking notes to make sure that I at least got like these bullets down. I think actually the previous issue might have been the first time I did that, if I remember correctly. And then quickly it turned into me typing up at least the dialogue, because sitting down and that would be like, I'd start a new page, right? And it'd be time to write the dialogue, and it would take me forever to start, because it was the most it was the most mentally draining part of it, right? Instead of just, you know, just drawing. Doing the dialogue took more mental energy, which means I was more likely to have a brain wandering moment because of my ADD. So I figured if I typed all the dialogue first, then I could just go off of that. And then that slowly morphed into just a full-on script. So, which is where I'm at today with full-on scripts and then also thumbnails. I did do some thumbnailing in later Hellgate, but it was just in the margin of the script, and it was more as I went. I still didn't know how many pages it was until I finished the issue. And this, oh man, talk about 240p. Look at that. That is all chopped up. I don't know what is happening there. I was never, these extra pages, you see that they're like a completely different like aspect ratio, like file size. That's because I just made them from nothing. Like these pages here, and even the covers, these are scanned pieces of paper, so they're all about the same size because of that. But this I just made in Microsoft Paint. So I wasn't really good at making sure things were like properly sized. They usually, you know, when this was for printing, they usually came out, you know, printing it would usually resize it so it all looked fine. But like once I started putting it here on my website, I was like, wow, it's just all over the place. And then, I mean, I'll talk more about the cover itself, but like I was trying to do this like, you know, action bubble instead of just the square paragraph. This was a really bad choice of colors, and With the way it's been reduced for my website, it's borderline unreadable. Oh yeah, that is Battle 23, Niel's decision. Let's end this. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, make sure you hit the like button, and I'd love to read your comments below. And make sure you're subscribed so you know when the next comic goes up. Also, check the description for a playlist of any readings you may have already missed. And if you'd like to read ahead, all of these comics are free on my website, YagerComics.com. Bye!